Hello guys and welcome to another video of Between the Ropes TV. Now today you've got myself and Jack, and we've also got a special guest joining us. We've got Connor Adaway, professional, unbeaten professional boxer who boxes in the featherweight division, currently 5-0. Connor, thank you for coming on. We're obviously excited to have you on, and we'll pass on the questions to Jack.
Yeah, so Connor, where did you start your amateur career?
I started my amateur career at a club called Mayflower ABC in Plymouth, and I started when I was about 7 years old there, and I stayed there for 5 years, and then I've been to quite a few clubs, to be honest with you. So I've jumped around a bit, but I've been at my current club for about 6 or 7 years now. So yeah, I've stuck here the longest, but yeah, I've been to a few clubs.
Nice, mate. How many amateurs did you have?
I think it was around 50, around the 50 mark. Yeah, quite a few. And that, to be fair, that's quite a lot down here because I had to travel a lot for my amateur fights, you know.
Yeah, nice, mate. Did you achieve much as an amateur?
Yeah, I've done all right, mate. To be fair, it was one of them. So I the AVA semi-finals, and I lost in the semis of that, and I got the Haringey Box Cup.
Oh wow!
Just got pipped on a split decision in the final, and I've done the I think it's called the NAGBCs now. I think it's called. I got to the final of that, and I didn't even box in the final. So I had an all right amateur career. It wasn't the best. It always seemed like I was a bit of a nearly man in the amateurs. Do you know what I mean? I would nearly get the title, but it just would get out of my reach. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So after your 50 bouts, why did you feel that it was the right decision to transition into the pro game?
Well, I actually found it quite an odd decision because it was always a dream of mine to box for England. It was I felt like I was always close. Like I said, I felt like I was always close to it, and I felt like if I stayed to the amateurs one more year, I possibly could have got it. But down this end of the country, I'm not sure whether I would have been the best suit for England boxing. Do you know what I mean? It's a long way to travel. Do you know what I mean? So I just made the decision to turn pro. Really, I thought I could take my time in the pro ranks and just progress slowly. Obviously, COVID happened, and I had to speed it up a little bit. But it's going well so far.
Sorry to just interrupt there. I just wanted to just touch a little bit more on your amateur background, Connor. Obviously, you said that you started off as an amateur boxer when you were 7 years old, right? I just wanted just to allude. Do you remember your first ever memory of boxing? So maybe the first session that you had, the first spar that you had, maybe if you can recall it.
Well, I'm not sure really. I remember walking into the gym for the first time with my brother. That's why I wanted to do it. I always wanted to do it because my brother had done it. But no, I don't really remember my first spar, to be honest with you. But I was quite a fit kid. I trained. I remember always training hard, even from a kid.
So do you know when you was doing your transition into the pro game? Did you speak to many promoters, or was it just Steve Goodwin you spoke to?
I didn't specifically, but my coach, he went round speaking to a few promoters and everything, and I let it down to him, to be honest with you. I've always listened to my team, really, and I think he made the right decision going with Steve.
Yeah, Steve's a great man. He's good.
Yeah,
wrong, mate, so you're in good hands.
Yeah, of course.
So how did you do for tickets on your debut? Because we know there's like most pros know how hard it is to sell tickets.
Yeah. My pro debut was good. It was really good. I think I sold about 120 tickets for my pro debut.
Okay,
and
good.
The second one again, it was good. It was just the first one back from COVID.
Yeah,
I had my second pro fight, first one back from COVID, so that was good as well. It started falling off a bit as I went into my third fight, my fourth fight, but obviously I've got a title shot now by the looks of things, so I think they'll pick up again now.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. I mean, with me, when I started, I was an awful ticket seller.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, it was only towards the end of my career where I started to sell quite a lot of tickets. So
Yeah, and
something like that, man.
I think it's that thing of like people don't know what you're about really, and
Yeah.
once you start progressing and doing well, that's when people want to come and watch. You know.
Yeah, exactly, mate. So on your debut, talk me through the whole experience of like what it was like in your first training camp, getting tickets out to people. You actually fought my friend Jules Phillips.
Yeah, Jules. Yeah.
Talk me through the whole experience of it all.
Yeah, it was. You know what? It was amazing to be honest with you, especially because pro boxing like sort of dwindled down there for a little bit, and to make my pro debut in Plymouth was just amazing. I kind of relished it. There wasn't much nerves. There was like as much as I respect Jules, I sort of knew I was a level above him, you know. So I was confident going into it, and yeah, it was amazing. The place was packed out, and yeah, it was really good.
That's good, man. So obviously, not long after your debut, you touched on it, like COVID hit.
Yeah.
How did you find the whole, like, what did you do during COVID to keep yourself busy? Was you training? Was your gym open? So on and so forth. How did you find it?
So the gym did shut for a while. I struggled a little bit with it because I'm an active person. I've got an active job, and I like to train hard, but I always need something to motivate me. Do you know what I mean? It seems like when I've got a fight, that's when I'm really like happy and I'm enjoying my training. COVID hard because obviously you didn't know when anything was going to happen. You know, you didn't know when the next fight was. So yeah, I struggled a little bit, but I sort of just kept taking over the whole time.
Yeah. Did you ever get any offers from anyone to fight on like the Sky shows or anything?
No, I didn't get no offers. I did say to myself though, if like something came up, whether it was against one of the Eddie Ann superstars or something, like I would have took it because like it would have been an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, of course, mate. Why not? So so after COVID, you fought someone who I actually fought in
Raymond.
He was an African champion and everything. How did you find it being in the ring with him?
Yeah, good. Again, because it was the first one back, and I'd waited so long to get in there. I wasn't originally meant to fight him. It was a real struggle getting me an opponent because of lack of people about. So we took him last minute, and if I'm honest, I just felt like I was too big for him in there. He's short, isn't he? So I felt like size really helped me that day. I just kept it long and outboxed him pretty comfortably.
Oh, nice, man. So do you know in your last fight that you had, did you know that if you got through it, you was on the verge of getting a title shot?
Yeah, so I boxed in Plymouth about 4 weeks ago now, and it was said that after that one I'd be able to Southern area, and in my head I was fighting with the Southern area after the one in Plymouth, and I sort of had that fight and then just waited for news for the Southern area, but it got rejected, so I had to get one more in. And if I'm honest, after that, it was sort of like I was a bit fed up. I trained hard. I wanted a little rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I'm fighting again. So I went on a massive come down. I had to bring myself back up for the last one, which was a bit of a struggle. I wasn't really motivated for it as such, but again, I was kind of looking past him because I felt like I was a level above him. So yeah, it wasn't my best performance last time out, but I know I'll definitely be on it for March.
So again, you're fighting another one of my friends in the title fight in Lewis Springpong. So what do you think that you bring to the table that is gonna stop Lewis from winning the title in March?
Well, I don't boxer by any stretch. I think he's a good fighter, and he's got a great work rate. Like you said he trains hard, and obviously that's what he's got. But I feel like I've got a lot of size on him. I feel like I train. I don't see it. Obviously, you see how hard he trains, but I know I train ridiculously hard. Do you know what I mean? So I don't see him outworking me. I can just see myself outboxing him really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually really looking forward to it. I'm probably by that time I'm probably going to be in Lewis's corner. Hopefully, I'm going to get my license by then. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be
it's going to be a great fight. Don't get me wrong. I think the styles will match up well.
Yeah, they will definitely. So what would that mean to you then? So let's fast forward into March. Let's just say you beat Lewis. What's that going to mean to you being Southern Area champion?
Oh, it would be amazing because obviously down this way there's not much opportunity. You sort of have to travel for the opportunity. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is a massive opportunity for me, and it's not one that I feel like I can like let slip. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's now was the time to get it, and I'll be the first champion from Plymouth for a long time. So yeah, it would be massive.
Nice, man. So my final question. All goes well in March for you and your Southern Area champion. How far do you think you can go in boxing?
Well, again, like I said, I did box at a high level in the amateurs. I know the pros and the amateurs are different, but I'm seeing lads doing well now who I have boxed in the amateurs, and lads who I've beat in the amateurs that are doing well as well. So I don't see why I can't move on. If I'm honest, I do feel like I'm better than the Southern Area. Do you know what I mean? And no disrespect to Lewis, I feel like he's sort of that level. I feel like I'm a level above. So I see myself at British title level. Really.
Yeah, mate. I hope it all works out for you. Yeah, mate. So that's all for me. Yes, you can take the stage, mate.
Yeah, well, obviously, it's been quite insightful listening, to you answering the previous questions. But I just wanted to touch back again from your amateur career to your professional career. I wanted to probably go into the transition from the amateurs to the pros in terms of like your nutrition, your training, the dieting. How different and how far has that changed since, because obviously you've competed at a high level in the amateurs to the pro. How's that different?
Yeah, so it changed a lot really, because in the amateurs I felt like I was fighting fairly often, and it was never sort of like, unless it was for the championships or a box cup or anything, it was sort of like you get the phone call, you're fighting, like I might not be dieting, I might not be taking training too seriously, but I found with professional boxing, obviously you've always got a date, so I felt like you get everything perfect in that time, So where in the amateurs I might get a week to get ready, in the pros I get 8 weeks, So it's a lot more time to get ready. I'll find it a lot better in the pros.
Yeah, and also I was just out of curiosity, who are the fighters that you've kind of you look up to and that you try and pick up bits and pieces from?
You know what? I obviously a lot of boxers. I love Eric Morales, like in the lower weights. Manny Pacquiao is probably my favorite of all time. I feel like I don't really pick up anything off them because I box completely different, But yeah, I definitely think I've just got my own sort of style.
Yeah, that's great. Jack, have you got any further questions for Connor before we wrap it up?
I'm all good, mate.
Well, there you go, guys. This is Connor Adaway, talented featherweight boxer, 5-0. Check out his career, guys. He's one to watch for sure, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah. I know. We still live, yes.